It's the morning of day 6. I'm just on the trail. It's 7:30. Thought about getting a 7 o'clock start, but the next village has an interesting fountain and it opens up at 8 o'clock. So I didn't want to get there too early. Most of the time when you go into a village, there's a place where you can fill up your water bottle, like a town fountain kind of a thing. And this one has one too, except there's 2 faucets, one serving water and one serving wine. It's a pretty famous place, so it's going to be cool.
And here is the Fuente de Irache, the wine fountain.
Vino. So the wine fountain experience is pretty cool. Before I got there, I heard somebody coming up behind me. I heard footsteps, and then I heard a voice say to me, "Annyeonghaseyo." It was a guy from South Korea that I'd met. I think I saw him about every day so far. And then I got to the wine fountain, and then I met a friend that I stayed with last night from Germany, Poland and Germany. And then later on, there was somebody from the Czech Republic that I had walked with a couple days before. So it's just kind of funny, like you start to see people, you know, you start to make friends, and then you leave people, not sure if you'd ever see them again. And then a couple days later, you see them again, you make new friends. And I think that's how this is going. It's pretty cool. So someone reminded me today that the Camino takes time, and people often divide it into 3 phases. First phase is a couple weeks. It's the physical phase, where the main concern is your feet and your legs, and any aches and pains you have, and trying to get into a new routine, trying to figure out what the albergue life is like, what a daily routine is all about, just adjusting to meeting people and this whole thing. That's the first couple weeks. And after that's over, there's a second phase. It's a mental phase, because at about that point in the journey, you get to the meseta, which is the big plains of Spain, kind of like walking through Nebraska, where it's flat and there's nothing going on and you're bored. There's a couple weeks of that. And after that comes the third phase. That's the spiritual phase. But it's hard to get to the spiritual phase right away, because you're nervous and you're adjusting and there's pains going on. You're wondering how your feet are doing. So I'm in that phase right now. All part of the journey.
Hey there. Hey there, kitty.
I just left the town. I'm heading to Los Arcos, which is the destination for the day. And there's the next 13 miles is without any towns, no water, hardly any shade. So the recommendation was to fill up with water and get something to eat there. I got a pineapple juice and bought a second water bottle. Met somebody I stayed with last night, and then met some people from Florida, some people from Oklahoma. So kind of some of the first Americans that I've seen. I've seen a few, but haven't really talked to many. It's mainly been people from other countries. So each night is a different experience, a different kind of albergue. And last night was good. I slept very well, which was different from the last couple nights before that. In Pamplona and in Puente la Reina, I was in some bigger albergues, some of the more popular ones, and about 12 or 14 in a room. And the bunk beds are metal frames, and people just getting in and out of bed during the night, go to the bathroom, whatever, like all night long. And the metal frames make a lot of noise. They shake the bed, and it's like metal ladder clanging against the bed. And so I didn't sleep well those 2 nights. But last night I was in a smaller albergue, only had 34 people. However, it was just one room, so all 34 beds were in one room. They were bunk beds as well. But it was a place off the path a little bit. It was run or hosted by people with intellectual disabilities, and didn't seem as popular as the other places. We only had maybe 12 or 14 people there. It was really quiet. Either that or I was just so tired I didn't notice anything. So I slept really well last night. We'll see what tonight brings.
Camino.